What's up, everybody? I'm Musa, and this is Studio Comms, the command center for independent creators. Not another link in your bio. The whole business in one place today. Let's get into it. We're setting up your StudioComm page from zero. If you can fill out a short form, you can do this. Let's get to it. All right, we're setting up your StudioComm page from zero. So if you can fill out a short form, you can do this. All right, let's go, and we're going to click on Start Studio. All right, the first thing it's going to ask is for your display name. Let's just call this one Monty. Then your handle, you're going to put Monty here. Now, I know the text is a little squish on screen. That's just because I've got my screen kind of squished. You know what I'm saying? Tech support will have that ironed out before the end of the day. All right, we're going to put in our email. Okay. It's going to ask me to retype the email just to make sure that we have it right. All right. And as you can see, if I don't get the email right, it's going to let me know. And what do you know? There's an error. See? And we're going to put in our password. And click Create Account. Once we click Create Account, it's going to take you right to our setup wizard. So it's our welcome screen. It tells you StudioComms is your all-in-one studio for booking, WebRTC, rooms, which is our private rooms. You have OBS control, multi-stream, and we have sponsorship tools. Okay? Without stitching together 5 or 6 apps. These are the main different session types. These is your booking page, your live studio, and ads and sponsors to show commercial breaks or lower thirds mid-show. Well, let's set up the studio. Okay, it's going to ask if you have a avatar URL. Now, your avatar URL is a link hosting your website. Okay, so it's going to say HTTPS. You can set this up, find image hosting on Google just to put it in there. We're going to skip that for now. Okay? So we've got Monty, and let's just say she's a nail tech. Okay? So she puts nail tech in her bio, and immediately you get to see your booking page, which is StudioComms.live, book Monty. Okay? We're going to click continue, session name, and let's go for a full set. Okay, this is 101, and it covers new set of nails, pick colors and design of choice. The session is 1 hour. And let's set the price at $85. She's a excellent technician. She does design and nails for shows. This is her rate. Okay? Boom. It Step 4, it tells you you are live. It gives you a preview of your live page, right? It gives you a preview of your booking page. And let's take a look at the previews. Okay? The preview of the live page is where she can live stream her own nail work. She can produce it and put it up live. And she has a booking page. And this is what her booking page looks like. Okay, pick a session, Monty the Nail Tech. Pick a session, full set, $85. If anybody clicks on this, it will immediately take you to where her scheduling is, and you can pick a time. We haven't set the time yet. We'll get to that a little later. Okay, let's go to our dashboard. All right. This is the dashboard. Okay. When you're ready to publish and you've done everything else, so remember, Studio Comms does remember like every time you click next, right? So if you get halfway through, you can stop what you're doing, come back, put in everything if you want everything done before you get to your dashboard. Okay? If not, you can skip it and do it later here from the dashboard in the setup wizard and in your profile. I just want y'all to know that up front. Okay? So, next, we're going to take a tour of the dashboard so you know where everything lives. Okay? Here's a quick map of your dashboard so you never feel lost. Okay? Overview is your home base and your numbers at a quick glance. Okay? How many bookings you have upcoming. Okay? How many total bookings. Right? And your gross earn. Okay? Here is where you're going to connect to your Stripe account so you can accept credit card payments. Cash payments will function without you connecting Stripe, right? Now we know Stripe is a US based company and you have to be in the US or UK to use Stripe as your payment processor, right? You have to have a Stripe account with a US bank. We are working on incorporating international accounts, whether it be Flutterwave in Africa or PayTabs in the Middle East. We are working to expand, but for right now, we are predominantly serving U.S. and Western companies. The company was started there, so that's just how it goes. Okay? Here at the top is broadcast. The broadcast button is where you go live. Immediately, once you click broadcast, it takes you right into the broadcast center where you can select your microphone, you select your camera, and once you connect to that camera and that microphone, I'm going to hit the connect button so you'll see what happens. Boom. My camera is connected to OBS. I'm currently filming right now. But you could see, boom, it brings it right up on screen. And once you hit the go live button, you will go live on Studio Comms live stream broadcast channel. Here is the configure button where Studio Comms streams out, the stream fans out to Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, any other platform that you currently live stream to. All you need is your stream keys. So once you put your stream keys in the configuration, it'll go to those channels as well. So now those customers have the same experience and your outreach on those pages can come and stream back to you, monetizing your channel. Not another place, not another app. You're live streaming from one place, the customers can come back to this one place. The link to your booking page, it lives on your home page on all those other places as well. So everything gets to come back to one place that you control your customers now. Let's head back to the command center, which we call the overview. And now let's make some money. Let's set up a merch store. We're going to scroll down to merch. Here's merch. And as you can see, we have external stores. These are links to your Shopify, your drop shippers, or your existing stores that you already may have. So if you have an existing store, you can drop a link here. Let's say you're doing a pop-up, a special event for a market. Okay? We're going out, we're doing the market. You're away from your regular normal shop. Okay? We're going to first add a new product. Let's go back and add the full set. Right? And we'll put a designer full set. You know what I'm saying? Designer nails full set. And of course, we know this is the works, right? Nail tips, etc. Okay, we're going to hit create. Now that full set is active. Okay, so we're going to add in our variants, and we're going to say these are the large nails, premium design. Okay, we're going to put in our price, which is $85. Okay, you can add a SKU to this if you're selling your product, right? So let's just put nails. Okay, and I'll give it a count of our first one, and we're going to hit add variant. Boom. Now immediately it's going to give us a QR code. I can download the QR code and place that on a sticker and put the sticker on a poster so that the client knows what they're getting with images of the nails. These are the premium nail selections. Here's the QR code priced out for the customer. Okay? The QR code makes it easy for tracking what they want, what they're getting, easy instant communication, and it works for you guys who have soaps, candles, kale, sea moss. It doesn't matter what you're selling. This is just your product tracking data. Okay? You can add variants of size, color, and give each one its own SKU with its own price. Prices are in dollars, so if you type in 25, you get 25. If you type in 30, you get 30. You can set how many you have in the quantity field if you have a limited quantity, right? If you got 9, if you've got 91, you can set that in the quantity field. Okay? Once things are sold out, okay, you can discontinue an item. Okay? Let's just say you sold out of the premium set and you don't want this on your register anymore. You can discontinue it. Okay? Once you've got it back, you just reactivate it and it will come back. Okay? Now, the next part, which is selling in person, this is the fun part. Okay? This is the fun part. See, Studio Comms has a sell merch in person, cash or card. Okay? So the only thing you're going to do is we're going to go to our point of sale. So here is the point of sale. And as you can see, the nails that we built in the last session translate over to this session. And we put it in our cart, the price comes in, we put in our customer's name, it's Lisa, we give Lisa an email address. I'll just use mine for now. Okay? And we can charge Lisa by card, in which we get a direct deposit, or we can give Lisa a cash sale. Okay? Now, while we have this push button here, right, it says designer nails, full set. We also have a scanner here, okay? And the scanner, we can scan an image of the QR code, okay? So this will link to your phone, and your phone can scan the image and charge the customer. We're going to look at that here in a second, and I'll show you how it works. So back at merch, right, you can do a booth. So this is booth, right? Booth 1, you're doing an outdoor booth, and you can issue a pass. This link will take you to the POS, and that link works. This link will work off of your phone. So you send this link to your phone, and your phone will activate a camera. Okay? So let's activate a camera real quick. I'm going to select a secondary camera. Okay? And let's start scanning. I click start scanning, and it launches my second camera. Hi, everybody. And so if I have this on my phone, I can now scan, boop, the QR code, which is what it's for. All right? So let's stop scanning and let's get back to Studio Comms. So after the purchase is made by card or by cash, you're going to now be able to, with the email, it sends the customer an automatic receipt. That's necessary, okay? We're going to make sure the customer has an automatic receipt. So the receipt goes to the customer, and you don't have to have a print machine. If you do have a print machine, it will print the receipt as well. All right. Let's go back to our seller's card. Now with the POS, you can give the POS and a cash drawer to anybody who is working with you, any of your employees, assistants, or otherwise. And when they're done, you can, at the end of the day, simply revoke the pass, and that pass is now dead. The booth is closed. When you're done with your sales at the end of the day, we have sales and reorder. The products you have, the variants you have, units sold, any distinct buyers, and it gives you lead time on products that you have to produce because you have orders, right? Anybody who runs a business knows what I'm talking about. If you're making clothes, you may have 14-day lead time where you have to place the order, the stuff gets made, and it arrives to you in X amount of time. The lead time is adjustable for reorder planning. It's set to 14, but it can go up to any amount, up to 60, 90 days, depending on whatever your lead time is. Okay? So you can set your lead time. And you get a detailed report and end of day. And when you click download, it downloads a spreadsheet to show you what your sales were for the day. All right? Now, in printing QR codes and tracking inventory, we're going to go back to the merge section, and it says print QR labels. And here we can simply click one each, and it'll print one each of everything in your inventory. Right? So you could select all and print multiples of those things. So it tells you how many copies. The more you have, you can itemize out. I need 5 for the blue shirts, 7 for the green shirts, and print out the various variants and product labels that you need. One, you can do a full inventory list to give it to any inventory person to check and make counts. Then you know what your counts are. Then you know what you have after your sales at your end of day counts. This is your inventory print label, right? We're going to come back and we're going to go into events, tickets, and the door. Building a full event. We're going to build a full event today, multiple ticket tiers and entry zones. Okay? We're going to start from our dashboard. So we're here, and the event that we're going to do, we're going to create our very first event. Okay? New event. What's the title of this event? Let's call it Fashion Show. Now, the event can be anything. It can be a club date. It can be a concert. It can be a church event. No matter what the event is, a convention, okay? It doesn't matter what the event is. You can handle the event here. The only events that are kind of excluded are like seated events at like Madison Square Garden, right? Where there are assigned seats according to the venue's layout. Those type of events, totally different from these events, okay? If you're at your local club and there's general admission, a VIP, a super VIP, you can, where there's zones, then this is for those types of events. Okay? We can't issue seat 1A at Giant Stadium. All right? But we're throwing our event nonetheless. So here it is. It's a beauty and fashion expo. Okay, so we're doing a fashion show. It's an expo. What day is it? We're going to select our date. Let's push it out to August. Okay, it starts on the 13th. And let's make this a 2-day event. And it goes to August. And it ends Friday. Okay, so it starts at 12:30 p.m. And let's end it with the after party ending at 11:30 p.m. Okay, we're going to say the venue. Let's do the venue at Erasmus Hall. Okay. That sounds like a great place. The capacity is about 500 people. Visibility, public. Let's create. All right. Now we have the draft of our date. We haven't published it yet. Okay? So now we are going to set up our ticket types. So here's our ticket types. Here's general admission. Okay. And general admission is $50. Okay. And we're going to have, let's put $350 general admission. Okay. We're going to have, let's say, $150. Okay. And they're going to be $100. And there's $150 VIPs. And we're going to do a meet and greet. Meet and greet. And the meet and greet is going to be $200. And we're doing 100. All right. So we've built out our ticket types. Next, we're going to move on to where we make passes. So we already have our ticket types, right? We made a few tiers, and we're going to do a season pass, okay? A standard season pass and a premium all access season pass. So we're going to come over here and we're going to go to passes, okay? So we're going to add a season pass. We're going to call it standard season pass, okay? Our standard season pass, because we're going to be doing shows throughout the fall. Let's say our standard season pass is $500. Okay? Okay, this is the standard season pass to fall 2026 fashion shows. Okay? We're going to do only 200. Okay? Normally we could pick events, but let's just do all access for now, which is just all the events. Okay? So as we add events for fall 2026, it'll pick this. So the redemption is once per event. And since it starts from, it's valid from August 1st, and it will be valid until January 1st, 2027. Okay? So this pass is valid from the beginning of that season to the end of that season. We're going to click create. We have our all access standard season pass. And now we're going to create the golden all access pass for our premium season pass holders. Okay? So here is a premium access key. So here's our premium access VIP pass. It's $1,000. And this is VIP all access pass. We're only doing 50 of these. The scope is all access for all the events. It's re-entry, so they can come, they can go, they can move. They can move from one zoning to another zoning. And we can make this perpetual to where it's to all our events, or we can do a season like we did for the last one. We can make this from August 1st, okay? I'm just picking a time so we have a time to start, okay? So we go from August 1st to January 1st, 2027, okay? Let's pick a time, midnight. All right, and we could create. So now we have two access passes. They both say all access, but this one is a season standard pass for you can come in to each event, right? General admission. Then we had our standard all access VIP pass, which allows you all access and into the VIP area. Now, when we go back to events, we can publish the date. Now the date is available for everyone. And when we go to our command center, we can now go to the box office and begin selling tickets at the door, as well as you can also sell your tickets online. So we have both available, right? Your premium access, they can pay with cash or with card. And the same thing goes for your VIPs and everything else. You can start making money. Oh, we made a cash sale. They gave us exact change, confirm the cash, and your tickets and the money starts rolling in right back to you. Okay? Now, when it comes to running your door, right? This can become a bit of a headache if you don't have the proper organization. We help with that. Okay? Oh, by the way, here's your public page for your fashion show and ticket sales. Okay? It gives you that public page. Okay? When you go to your command center, when you go to events, you get to go to manage zones. And you can have your VIP zone. Okay? In sort order, it's one. We're going to add the zone. Okay? We're going to have our general admissions, right? Okay? This is sort order zone 2. We're going to add the zone. Okay? And then we have our backstage meet zone. This is zone 3. Okay? And then you may have other zones that are not ticketed, right? You may have a green room, right? Which may be where your buffet and your food for your special guest are. Zone 4. So we're adding in zones according to what's needed and what has been issued, right? So what is set up for the public and what is actually happening also behind the scenes you can have this all laid out here. And this way, when you issue your QR codes for access, you can issue them as needed, right? So you have door staff, so you can give your main gate. This is for your POS, main gate, point of sale. This is the pass to the main gate. When we click the point of sale at the main gate, they can begin scanning tickets. So when you sit the manning zone, This is general admit, right? Now they can scan with their phone and know who is coming in the main gate. Okay? So this is the scanner for the security guard, right? This is looking at me now, but this is also can be on a mobile device. Boop. This who has access, this don't. Okay? The public page goes to just general ticket sales for you to sell tickets online. I'm reviewing this just to make sure everybody is abreast of the things. So everything is intertwined and interwoven. Here in orders, it will tell you the orders that came in. There was a walk-in, it was cash, you sold this. Okay? And the reason why this is important is because there's a refund button. So you need to know who your managers are because they're the only ones besides yourself who can issue refunds. Okay? So I just issued a refund and it says refunded. So it doesn't disappear that the transaction actually happened. You have a record. This is to minimize loss. Okay? Which is an important thing when you are conducting sales. All right? This is the copy link, so you can email links to your friends or put them in messages or put it in even your link tree. Here is the link for tickets to this event. Okay? Even though it's a link has uses because people need to know where to go. So while you're managing one page and everybody is coming back to the same thing, they're coming back to your StudioComms office. So now you're running the cash and card like a pro. That's what it is. You're scanning tickets at the door. You've handed out your staff passes, right? The next thing I'm going to talk about is connecting your Stripe. This is not very complicated, but it does happen off-site. So this is how you get paid. It's a very important part. Okay? Connecting payments so your sales hit your bank. Let's connect Stripe. We click on the connect Stripe and we're going to go to the connections and link Stripe. Okay? Stripe is our partner and they're going to walk us through their onboarding. So you're going to enter in your email address. If you already have a Stripe account, enter your email address and sign in. Okay? Once you're connected, card payments on tickets and merch, they route to you automatically. Okay? And StudioComms only takes a flat 5% on sales. We process, that's it. It's on the sales we process and nothing at all on cash. So if you're the one grinding and hustling cash sales, hand over fist, that's your work, that's your effort. Over the internet, over the internet and credit card sales, we're taking the load, we're processing it. We only take 5% here to keep this working for all of our benefit, right? I have my own StudioComms page for my own events, my own festivals, for my own merch, and it gets processed the same as everybody else's, and I'm the owner, right? So StudioComms only takes 5% flash and nothing at all on cash. That's the deal. We earn when you earn, okay? Which leads us to the feature I'm proudest of, which is Cash Anywhere. With StudioComms, you can take cash anywhere. No card reader. It's free. So just signing up today, you have full access to all of these tools, and you can go out and throw your event and sell it cash, hand over fist, at the door, and That's all yours. No card reader, no processor, no account. Okay? Even required, no account is even required for the buyer. You ring it, you record it. And if the sales happen, it should count. And we make it count. You need sales data to run your business. You can't run it off the top of your head. You need to know what sold, how much you got, where it went, and you need accurate records so you can go and keep up with your orders and your customer pacing for scaling. Okay? And each sales helps you grow and manage your audience. Okay? Stop walking away from a packed room with no idea who was there. This is how a door turns into a mailing list and how you build customer relations. Okay? At the top of every sale, you're going to get a name, you're going to get an email. Fill that in. Okay? That sale is attached to a real person, not just a customer, a client, a walk-in. Okay? If they want to be anonymous, it's your call. Okay? You can skip it for a quick anonymous sale at any time. That's your call. Okay? And now, for those that want the relationship, you build upon it. And now that's your buyer that shows up in your records by name and email, ready for a follow-up. You can export your sales from your merch anytime. You're going to go down to the merch section and you're going to go to sales and reorder, and you can export here. And for your events, you go to the command page for that event, and you're going to go to download and the day, or the full run for your download report. Simple as that. Okay? We're making it easy for you to take care of your business on a day-to-day basis. Okay? Those are your sales reports. Now, sending and buying buyers their tickets and receipts. Whenever a buyer buys something, making sure every buyer gets their tickets and receipts is automatic with StudioComms. When you capture a buyer's email, they get a receipt with a link to their tickets and QR code, and it's automatically. Okay? Even at the door will present the buyer after they has paid. Their QR code will show up on their phone in a window. They can screenshot that and then go over to the door. Okay? And that's for the buyers who buy tickets and don't want to give their emails. They can take a very quick screenshot of their ticket, go to the door, and get in. Okay? It's simple as that. The email sends them back their receipt, proof of purchase. The email also sends them back a copy of their tickets. Okay? Once they've got their tickets, they're on the order page. They tap it, and there they are, ready to scan. Easy as that. Okay? A couple of quick power features are coming up next. We'll be right back. 2 quick tools, discount codes, and taking in custom work. All right. Here we are at our main page, our dashboard in the overview. Let's go and let's open up promo codes. Okay? You have to come to promo codes. You add a new code. You're going to pick what that code says. Okay? You're going to say summer 20, all connected. Percentage off. You can give a percentage off or fixed amount. $10 off, 5%, 15% off. Whatever you'd like. You're going to pick a percentage. Okay? You're going to pick where that applies. Does that apply to all tickets and passes or just general admin tickets? Is it to all of your events or just the fashion show? Okay? You can set a limit. Okay? The max amount of redemptions. This is for 100 people. Okay? Or a per buyer limit. Okay? And it is valid until you pick a date. Okay? I think we set the date for August. So you could say it's valid up until from August 12th, last minute sales, until August 13th, right? It's last minute sales, okay? So we're going from August 12th to August 13th, okay? And we're going to create summer 20, and we're going to take, let's make it 20% off. We're going to hit create. Now, you just have to go and email this to your people. Contact your people, put it on a flyer, put it on a banner, let them know. Use this code for 20% off our fashion show tickets. Okay? Okay? Last minute general admissions. 20% off. This is a great hook for getting people who say, well, I'm motivated by a sale. Oh, they got 20% off. Oh, I'll take 20% off. I'll go see. There are people who love a sale. So as long as they see a sale, it makes them feel good about shopping. So this gives you that first powerful feature. Okay? The next is the quote forms. Now, quote forms is attached to invoices, but let's go and set up our first form. Okay? In our first form, this is going to be our intake form. Okay? Intake form, what's it for? New clients. Okay? Now, this is a field, and we get to label the field and what we want. Okay? They will automatically give us the name, the address, the email address. Okay? You can say, I need a phone number if you need a phone number. If you want to add another field, let's see, if you are doing training, okay? So you may say, what's your experience? Experience level. And let's say, quick question is, what are you looking to learn? All right. There may be some special technique that you have showcased and they're looking to learn. Okay, so this might be, oh, I want to learn how to do your dinosaur nails or to make soap or anything of that nature. Okay, when you create this form, you now have a new intake form. This new intake form is inactive when you first get it, okay? Because you may want to look at it, edit, make changes before you go and actually use it, okay? When you activate the form, the status shows active. Now the form is available, okay? The form is available, okay? And when you go to your booking page, let's go to our booking page. Okay. You have intake here. So this intake lead goes to your intake form. So if we click the intake form, they fill in their name, their email, takes their phone number. This is to make sure it's the right phone number. Their experience level, okay? New nail tech, okay? And we're going to do yeah, dino nails. Because, that's what I said, right? And we're going to they send the request back. So let's say this is Lisa, and Lisa gives her email. Okay. And you send the request. The request has been sent. Now, when we come back, you have forms requested. And you get to see the new form. And you say, oh, I have an intake. And you get to view. This is Lisa. This is Anim. She's a new nail tech. And you know she wants to learn dino nails. Okay? You can keep this as new. You can mark it as, okay, I've reviewed it. I've seen it. And when you're ready, you can schedule a consult. Okay? Session type. And we didn't set this up yet, but you would set up in your sessions your free consultation and pick a day, a time, okay, and schedule the consult with Lisa. And you can discuss anything you want to discuss, okay? Custom work, design, setting up the schedule for training classes. And if it is already set up and established, you can switch to a paid consultation. So free and paid are right here. So this consultation is $250 or whatever, and you can schedule, and it sends back a pay link for Lisa to get back to you and book the course after you set up your date and time, right? Let's set the date up for next week, 5 p.m. Okay? So she'll get this, and you can just discuss with her from your session types. So remember to set up all of your meetings, your consultations inside of your sessions. Okay? If they are scheduling you for any work done, you can create a custom quote. So you can put down the item, and this is going to be a custom luxury nail job. Okay? And your special quote is $300. This is going to be elaborate, top of the line, or anything. Okay? You can do this, and you can put it in what it is, and you can create a quote draft. Okay? If you have any digital products, right here is where you will put in the download link for any digital product. Okay? Any digital product. You put the download link for any digital product. Here, after they pay, they will be shown the download link, and then they can download it. Very convenient. Very convenient, by the way. I've used that many times. We'll be doing the full set, 60 minutes. That's the consult. Sorry. And this is where we do the draft. So as you can see, here's the draft. It creates an invoice, and I can send that to Lisa. Does that make sense to everyone? That also sends you a link so that if Lisa has, say she didn't get the email, she contacts you back, you can come back here, copy the link, and resend it to Lisa for her quote. You got it? All right, let's close. Oh, another thing. When you are, say you have been discussing this for a while and you want to decline the job, you just simply hit decline. The job is declined. You can close it, and it tells you here that this person was declined on this particular intake for this particular job. We'll be back and we'll talk about multi-streaming. All right. Okay, so this is our last leg. We are coming down to multi-streaming and going live. Now, I briefly went over this in the intro before going live, but now we need to set up some things, so we're going to be going more in depth. Okay? Going live on Studio Comms and out to your other platforms at the same time. Okay? The first thing you want to do is you have to go to multi-stream. And on the multi-stream, you're going to click, and this is set to YouTube. You're going to put in your stream key. Okay? Let's take a look. Right here, it says your stream key. You'll need that. Once you put in the stream key, you put in your channel name, you click save. Okay? For viewers on your viewing page, you want to put your channel link right here. Okay? And you put your channel name up here. You put your stream key here, and you hit save. This works for YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, and if you have any other channels, it's the same thing. You put in your channel name, you put in the RTMP URL, and you put in your stream key, click save, and you put the link here for where you are streaming. Once you've done that, your second step is to go to connections, where you can connect the chats from Twitch, YouTube, Kick. Okay? Once you requested that, the chat feeds will come into StudioComms.live chat feed so you can read and respond to your people. Now, here in the overview, we could start a live broadcast. Let's connect our camera. Let's connect our microphone. So we hit connect. See? There I go. That's my B cam. Now, here I am. Once I hit go live, I'm live. I'm talking. I'm interacting. The chat I can see. But we also have some other features. So let's go live. Let's say I'm going live and I'm playing music in the background. Well, all I have to do is attach my second output to the second source, right? Where it says second source, music or DAW, I can attach it there. Whether it be cable VB, and I want to talk about cable VB. If you're using a DAW and your DAW doesn't connect, get the cable output, the cable VB, it's a virtual cable, and then you can have the output of your workstation, your DAW, attached to StudioComms for live streaming. Okay? It will detect it. Or, in my case, I just attach it to my interface, and that works fine for all of my output, whether it be anything that I play on my computer. for my setup. This also has a talk over button. So if you're playing music, you simply hold down the T button or you click this and it will duck or turn down the music so you could talk over it. DJs love it. I was the DJ for a short time, and this thing is great. You could just kind of duck the music down, say something to get the crowd hyped, and continue with your show. Let's go live real quick. So I hit the live button, and you could see on your screen what the command center looks like. So you see go live, and you see the timer. Okay? To the right, you see we have overlays and we have the live chat. Okay? So the chat comes in here and we could see it. Hey. And you see the host, Monty the host, says hey. And you see it live. Okay? This is also, we have overlays coming where we can integrate overlays for your live stream styling. Okay? That's that. When you're done with your broadcast, you hit end broadcast, and we're out. Now that we've done broadcast, I want to show you guys what Create Room does. Here's Create Room. This is a private chat room. It's for you and your guest. So once you're in the room, you can invite your guest in. Okay? Let's invite Lisa again. You can invite Lisa, and the invitation is sent. Once Lisa gets the email, she'll get a link, and she will join us in the room, and I will see Lisa come into the screen. Okay? Since I sent the email to myself, I'm going to join, and I'm going to join from my mobile phone. Hi. So it's just as easy as that. Let me turn that down and see that. So you can see the camera works, and you guys are in a multi-chat. And that's how that works. Very simple, very easy, private room chats. And when you're done with the room, everything in the room disappears. So you don't think that when you come back, the chat history is going to stay. Okay? We also have record sessions where you can hit the record and record the session, talk to your client fully. Right? You see the record button at the top of the screen, letting everybody know it's being recorded so that you can have the information to review later. And when you stop, it automatically downloads to your download folder on your computer. And you will have a video of your session if needed. All right? Same thing here, also with the second mix source. You can add a secondary mix source, and then you have the mic and your secondary output and your talk over button. Of course, because that's a very handy feature. You may be doing a private party inside of your room and you're still DJing, right? You're still counseling or talking and there's music in the background or whatever. Okay? And as you could see, I was still recording, and when I was done, it told me that once I leave the room, it will be automatically downloaded to my computer, and I received that. Okay? Here's bookings. We don't have any bookings yet, but let's set some up, okay? Let's go to session types, full set. Okay, and let's set up a second one called coaching. consult. Okay, it's a training, 30 minutes, 101. I'm going to make this one free because we're going to actually book it. Okay, save. So we have a coaching consult and the full set. So let's go to our profile, and I already copied Mani's booking bio, and let's book Mani for a coaching consult. Right? Now you see she doesn't have any availability here. So let's correct that. Let's create our availability. Okay? Today is Tuesday, so let's say she's available and bookable from 9 to 3 o'clock. Okay? And all session types. Okay? That's the first one. We're going to add another one. And from 3 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. is blocked because she has to go pick up the kids. And from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., she's broadcasting and live streaming. Okay, so we set this up for Tuesday, and she's bookable from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., from 3 to 5 is blocked, and from 5 to 8 she's broadcasting. Let's save our availability. Okay, now let's go book Mani. Boom. Did you see it? Instantaneously, her availability filled in. And it's Tuesday slots. Okay? It's Tuesday slots. So, let's book Mani for 1:30. Here's 1:30. She can confirm the booking. And I set it for right now. As you can see, you can tip Mani, right? You can send Mani a tip, and you can enter the studio. If you need to cancel or propose a new time, you can cancel the booking or propose a new time, okay? When you enter the studio, it is just like the private rooms. So when I enter the studio, it is the same room, okay? But it is separate, but it's designed the same. And this is how the rooms look. So when you come in and you exit, it is the same. Okay? All right. And if you want to cancel, you can cancel the booking. Booking canceled. All right. So she had one booking and it was canceled. And as you could see, this keeps tracks of your total bookings, your gross earns, your upcoming bookings, right on your dashboard, ready for you. Okay? You're making money now at every turn. You have your availability. Now you can also schedule your time off. Okay? So you could say, I'm off all day today, and it's a personal day. And boom. And when you go to the booking page, you'll see that when they click on it, there's no more days. But on the next available day, all of your hours come back. All right? All right, welcome back. So today we're going to set up the polish for your StudioComm studio. Okay? So you have your setup wizard. Here is where you put in everything. Okay? Your direct image URL from your image hosted link of your business, your brand, your picture, your face. You're going to put in your title, whether that be nail tech, Grammy winner, your specialty. Okay? What is it that you do? You're a producer, hairstylist, okay? And you're going to save and continue. It's going to save. It's going to continue. Then it's going to come to what do you do? And here is the category field. And you're going to say health and wellness, business coaching, art direction, technology, podcasting, fitness, music, education, faith, and spirituality. Where it says authority is where you put your certificates, your certifications, okay, what type, whether it be academic, professional, religious, community, and or cultural. Okay? After that, you're going to put in the organizational affiliation, your expertise, keywords, save and continue, and that will bring you to your presence. This is where you put all of your socials, and if you've had any media features, you can come here, name the publication you were in, and paste the link. What does this do? This now centralizes your trust, your brand. You have worked so hard to get into the public eye, and now they can find you and all of your credentials in one place to build brand trust for you, not for Facebook, not for any other platforms, for you. That's a benefit to you. Now we're going to put in how do you reach peoples, and you have your session types that we set up, which you can edit, and when you're done, you come back to the go live page. Okay? When you're also done, you finish your profile, and your profile will come up in the discovery page. So this is where everybody can come and find everybody else. You can search creators and filter down through authority types, languages, and the categories, or by name. So if you know the creator's handle, you can find that creator by their handle, their names, and authorities. Okay? In your profile page, you can finish this out and finish this, and all of this will all populate on your main page. Okay? For those of you operating in OBS, this is where you connect to OBS, and it enables OBS WebSockets so that the StudioComms shortcuts and controls will translate to OBS to do the scene switching that you have been seeing me do by shortcut. Okay? Coming soon is layouts. These are all the layouts that are coming to StudioComms, and we'll be able to switch inside of your broadcast room and your private rooms. So the layouts are coming soon. We're giving you a heads up on how it will look in horizontal and vertical. Here's FlowStream. FlowStream is a controller. We're going to get into that separately, and it's very key because, operating your camera, your laptop, and all of the other devices while you're working can be a bit much. FlowStream turns your phone into a stream deck. So while you're streaming, you can pause, stop, start, all push button from your phone, and you can have your phone to the side and at the ready for easy push button controls. Recommended tools. We recommend FlowStream. If you want to use OBS, we recommend OBS, and VB Cable for you studios, producers, and DJs that need to link your audio into StudioComms. We have invoices where you can create new invoices for new clients and B2B services. Okay? You click invoice, you enter the name, your client name, your line items, due dates, payments, the project details, and you can send to the client immediately after sending or just create a draft for later sending. So you can prep it, then come back and edit it, and then send it. We went through payouts, right? After you've onboarded, it'll refresh, and everything that you've received, your gross, then any tips received to you, any platform fees which comes to us, and what you get. And of course, we're only getting 5%. So if you get $1, we're only getting a very small nickel. And public preview. This shows you how your page looks to the public. So whether it's your booking page or your live stream page, this is how your public sees you. And the public knows exactly when you're going to broadcast from your live stream page because it posts your name, your time, and the next time you're going to be broadcasting. So the name, the time, the date, the next time you're broadcasting. And it's available for both mobile and desktop. It's been great going over StudioComms with you. I want to thank you all for watching. Leave any questions that you want for deep dives or walkthroughs in the comments, and I'll be glad to get back to you. That's it. If this helped, hit subscribe. There's a full playlist walking through every part of StudioComms. If you're ready to run on your own, head to StudioComms.live. See you in the next one.